the only Dome from Roman time we have Pantheon. Someone of you saw Pantheon at all?
Andito ako ngayon sa Vatican! Sa St. Peter's Basilica. Umuulan. Hoy Con, Emil, di ba dapat magkakasama tayo ngayon dito? I'm back! This morning, nag-start kami dito sa Vatican Museum. Kasi aside from the St. Peter's Basilica, gusto naming makita yung Sistine Chapel. And the only way for you na bumisita sa Sistine Chapel is through the Vatican Museum. Ngayon, kung ikaw ay regular tourist like us, like me, dadaan ka muna ng Vatican Museum bago ka makapasok ng Sistine Chapel. Ito namang staircase na to, very iconic to sa museum itself kasi it used to be the entry and exit way ng mga guests before. Pero ngayon exit na lang siya, yung ramp na yan. Tapos yung collections dito is built over the span of 500 years kasi nag-start ang museum noong 1506. So 2026 na tayo ngayon. So more than 500 years na nga eh. Tapos there are galleries here na most of them mga ganito mga sculptures at mga marble sculptures tong mga to. Kasi mahal na material ang marble, tapos matigas na item din siya, 'di ba? So mga magagaling lang na sculptures ang nakakagawa ng mga ganitong klaseng artworks, yung detailed, lifelike na artwork. Kaya kino-collect talaga siya before. Yung mga walls tsaka ceilings dito sa museum, most of them are covered with fresco painting. When you say fresco, it's a method of painting kung saan yung clay na nakaplaster sa wall tsaka sa ceiling is basa pa habang nagpipaint yung painter. So habang natutuyo yung clay, natutuyo din yung paint. So na-absorb siya. So mas tumatagal yung painting. Yun ang fresco painting. Ito naman yung sculpture na sinasabing nagsimula ng Vatican Museum. It is a Greek sculpture na ang pangalan is Laocoon and his sons na nung nabili siya ni Pope Julius II, dinisplay niya to sa Vatican palaces and eventually the following popes, yung mga sumunod, nag-create na rin sila ng collections, gumawa ng mga iba pang mga artworks, and then they opened the Vatican Museum. Imagine, this statue is more than 500 years old. Gawa siya sa marble, pero tignan mo yung face, yung details, yung emotions, sobrang detalyado. Itong Vatican Museum, hindi siya isang building lang. Para siyang complex ng interconnected pontifical palaces. So over the time, syempre marami naging pope, na-build yung mga palaces nila, tapos nabuo itong mga collection. So marami at very vast yung collection na meron dito. Although itong tour na nakuha namin, pansin ko it focus more on sculptures rather than sa mga paintings. Kasi marami pang paintings na hindi kami nakita dito eh. May mga Michelangelo, Raphael, Bernini, marami pa daw. Ito naman yung Sala Rotonda or the Round Room. So ginawa ito para gayahin yung The Pantheon. Kaya yung dome dito, yan, yung bubong na yan, it's also an unreinforced concrete. So walang bakal yan, konkreto lang siya. Nandito rin sa Sala Rotonda, yung golden statue ni Hercules, tsaka ng iba pang mga Roman gods. Yung mga Roman gods pala, duplicate lang yan ng mga Greek gods. So, kinuha nila yung mga gods ng Greek, tapos pinangalanan nilang iba. Like, for example, si Zeus ng Greek, pinangalanan nilang Jupiter for the Romans. Ito naman yung marble coffin ni Santa Elena, also known as Reina Elena. Remember nung sa last video ko, I talked about her. Ito yung coffin niya. Ang galing no, nag-exist pa din. Hindi ko lang naitanong kung nandyan pa siya sa loob or kung may laman pa yan. Pero katapat ng coffin niya is itong coffin naman ng apo niya. Anak ni Emperor Constantine na si Constantina. Ito yon. na kami ngayon sa Gallery of Maps. So, meaning malapit na kami sa Sistine Chapel. Ito yung entrance sa Sistine Chapel. Unfortunately, bawal mag-videos or mag-picture sa loob ng Sistine Chapel. So, guys, i-google nyo na lang siya, okay? Kinuha namin tong tour na to dahil gusto naming ma-avail yung shortcut from the Sistine Chapel to St. Peter's Basilica. Ganito kasi yan, magkaiba ang entrance ng Sistine Chapel at saka ng St. Peter's Basilica. Mapapasok mo lang ang Sistine Chapel through the Vatican Museum. At ang entrance ng Vatican Museum at ng Sistine Chapel is magkalayo. Hindi talaga siya magkalipit. So, kailangan mo ng shortcut. At makakapag-shortcut ka lang if you avail a tour, a guided tour. Ito na nga yung shortcut from Sistine Chapel to St. Peter's Basilica. Bawal daw mag-picture tsaka mag-video. Pero nakapag-video na ako bago pa nila sabihin. So, technically, okay lang to. Tapos paglabas namin dun sa shortcut, nasa tapat na kami ng St. Peter's Basilica. We have an option to go through the doors or daan kami dito sa crypts kung saan nakalibing yung mga dating Pope. Ayan si Pope Benedict nakalibing dito. This is just a part of the crypt. Hindi lahat kasi may mas malalim pa na part. I guess itong door na to is yung papunta pa dun sa tomb ni Saint Peter sa mas malalim pa na part ng crypts. Tapos pag dumire-diretso ka pa, dito ka na. Merong hagdanan paakyat. Sundan mo lang yan. Pagdating sa taas, ikaw ay nasa loob na ng St. Peter's Basilica. Hindi na ako kukuda dito guys ha. Just enjoy the video. Kasi the entire time na naglalakad kami dito at iikot, nakanganga lang ako, natutulala ako sa mga nakikita ko. It's like this shiny.
Marmor.
It's so shiny. Nandito sa St. Peter's Basilica yung sikat na sculpture ni Michelangelo na Pieta, meaning pity or compassion. 24 years old lang si Michelangelo nung ginawa niya to. Tapos sa personal, ang kintab niya, parang di siya marble, parang siyang ceramic. Ang kintab niya. Ang laki-laki ng St. Peter.
Is it big?
Sobrang laki. Daan tayo sa Holy Door.
Basilica, Basilica, Corridor, Porta Santa. No, not yet.
What's going on?
We're passing by Holy Door. This is the first door that I'm gonna pass.
Do you pass so many doors?
Holy Door.
She's almost there.
Oh yeah.
Hindi ako makapagdasal. Yung nga nasa likod ko, pinag-uusapan, affogato. So ito yung main reason why I pushed for us to go to Rome this year. It's because this year is the Jubilee year or the Holy Year for the Catholic Church. So it's a special time for forgiveness, reconciliation, and spiritual renewal. So basically yung concept ng Jubilee year is forgiveness and mercy. Forgiveness ng sins natin. And it only happens every 25 years. So ngayong 2025, the last time was the year 2000. So ito namang papasukin ko is the Holy Door or Porta Santa na bukas lang siya every 25 years, every time na sineselebrate ang Jubilee year. There are 4 Holy Doors sa 4 na papal basilicas here in Rome. So one is here in St. Peter's Basilica. So the Catholic faith has so many symbolism. And itong mga holy doors na to is also a symbolism for the Catholic faith. It symbolizes Jesus Christ. Kasi 'di ba sa Bible sabi sa John 10:19, I am the gate, whoever enters through me will be saved. So this is the symbolism nung passage na yun sa Bible. Merong 4 holy doors na pwede mong daanan towards forgiveness of your sins. Medyo challenging lang for me yung pagpasok dito sa holy door na to dahil nasabay ako sa maraming turista. Hindi kasi ako sumabay sa mga pilgrims. Ang advantage when you go with the pilgrims, yung group nyo, sariling time ng pagpasok at nakakapagdasal ka talaga. Kapag nasabay ka sa mga turista, most of them, they don't really know what is the story behind the holy door. So talagang they're just here to observe and everything. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just so happened that like if you wanted to pray, it's difficult to concentrate. But since I'm asking for forgiveness as I pass through this door, pinatawad ko na rin yung mga maiingay kong katabi. But seriously speaking, if the theme of the Jubilee year is forgiveness and mercy, dapat tayo mismo na humihingi ng tawad, marunong din tayo magbigay ng kapatawaran. Ito yung makikita mo sa likod ng Holy Door. After ko dumaan sa Holy Door, dumiretso ako dito sa Baldacchino. By the way, itong Baldacchino, sa ilalim yan is yung tomb ni St. Peter. Kasi yung mga nakikita natin is yung mga pilgrims. Isa sa advantage ng pagsali sa pilgrim is yung makakalapit talaga kayo sa Baldacchino to offer your prayers. Ito pa isang grupo ng mga pilgrims. Kamuntik na ako masali dyan. Kasi yung nagbabantay dun sa Baldacchino, sabi sa akin, go inside, go inside. Sabi ko, no kuya! Kasi naisip ko kakapray ko lang, bawal magsinungaling. Pero pwede sana ako makasama dun sa loob. Sobrang laki ng St. Peter's Basilica. Well, kanina ko pa sinasabi na malaki niya, pero I can't help but be in awe. Kasi everywhere you look, everywhere you turn, like that, may symbolism, merong artwork, you see so many things. You know naman, Catholic Church is rich in symbolism, diba? And if you're not into like religious faith, if you're just interested with art, kumbaga, pwede kang pumunta dito na just to appreciate art because look at that. Hindi ako sure kung sino gumawa niya, kung si Raphael ba yan o si Caravaggio or si Bernini. But we were told earlier that all of the sculptures here and the paintings here are done by the masters. You know, some people might question that this is done by faith. Well, faith kasi yun ng Catholic Church. Pero if you're an art enthusiast, if you're not a believer, you can just also come here and just appreciate everything that is done here. Kasi grabe. Capabilities ng isang tao to be artistic and to create something. Ang arte ko. I'll visit you again, St. Peter's Basilica, and next time with Nanay and Karen. Eto ako, basang-basa sa ulan. Please, 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 please. Cacio e pepe. My first time to eat cacio e pepe. Sarap siya kasi yung pasta niya fresh. Ang cacio e pepe is made with pecorino romano cheese with just black pepper. Tapos there's a certain way of them doing it. Simple lang siya kung tutusin. Same taste niya, simple lang din, pero masarap. Pero yung pasta kasi nila, fresh pasta. Lasang-lasa mo yung freshness niya. Kaya masarap din. Hanggang dito na lang muna yung video. So, nakaisang holy door na ako. And on my next video, please join me as I complete all the holy doors here in Rome. So, thank you for watching. Until next time, doo-dooy!